You know, sometimes rock bottom isn't just a place, it's a feeling. It's waking up and realizing every piece of your life feels heavy. That's where Daniel found himself at 32. No job, relationships fading into the background, nights spent scrolling through his phone, chasing any distraction to numb the ache, his health slipping, finances spiraling, the world moving on without him, or so it seemed. If you've ever felt invisible, you know it's not just loneliness, it's exhaustion. You start to wonder if you'll ever feel alive again. Daniel was there, stuck in a loop of regret and shame, believing he'd missed his chance. But then, one ordinary night, everything changed. Not with a breakthrough or a miracle, just a simple discovery. Hidden in a drawer, Daniel found an old journal from his mom. On the first page, in her careful handwriting, it said, "You don't have to be perfect, just better than yesterday." 16 words, but for Daniel, they were a lifeline. He realized something. He didn't have to overhaul his life overnight. He just had to move, even if it was slow. So the next morning, he set his alarm for 6:30, not 10. He left his phone untouched, resisting that familiar urge to scroll. Instead, he laced up his shoes and took a 10-minute walk in the quiet morning air. When he got home, he wrote down 5 things he was grateful for. They weren't big things, just enough to remind him he was still here. That was it, one small win. The next day, he added stretching. The day after, he read 5 pages of a book. A week later, he worked up the courage to apply to a single job. He started saying no to takeout every night, cooking simple meals at home. He made his bed. Tiny victories, stacking up. Daniel even built a vision board. Nothing fancy, just a single goal at the center. Feel alive again. That was his North Star. You see, change doesn't come crashing in. It sneaks up on you, one choice at a time. Weeks passed, then months. Daniel's life started to shift. He landed a freelance gig, lost 12 pounds, reached out to his brother, and for the first time in years, they talked. Really talked. He started sharing his journey online, anonymously at first. Just honest updates about small habits and hard days. But people listened. Hundreds of strangers found hope in Daniel's story, and they began to change too. Now, Daniel hosts a podcast called Better Than Yesterday. He interviews people who've rebuilt their lives from scratch, just like he did. Each episode is a reminder that falling down isn't the end, it's the beginning of something new. People ask Daniel all the time, "What made you change?" He doesn't have a fancy answer. He says no one is coming to save you. That's the most painful and empowering truth I ever accepted. Once I did, I saved myself. If you're listening to this and you feel stuck, remember, you don't have to fix everything today. Just do one thing. Make your bed. Drink a glass of water. Write down something good, even if it's small. You're not behind. You're just starting again on your timeline. And that's enough. Keep going. Because better than yesterday is always possible, and your comeback starts with one honest step.